Like, I'm so sorry about this delay.
Hey, you're all right. No stress. The kids have actually been really good for one, so it's a pleasure.
Yeah?
To have them all calm. Yeah.
I just saw it, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently I fucked up. Well, anyways, welcome everybody. We have Blake. we have Blake with us as our Shroomy spotlight. Welcome, Blake.
Hey guys.
If you don't know who Blake is PVTMEOW. Unfortunately, Crusher is not able to join us tonight, which is perfectly fine by me. And then, of course, Nylok.
Yo.
8.
I have a little cold, so you're just going to have to just make do with Chunk. He's going to step in for me today.
I'm making us small on purpose, so Chunk Daddy gets all the spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
So, start this off as normal. Introduce yourself, Blake.
So I'm Blake. Private Meow. Other than that, I'm from server, what am I now? 1182. Originally 1204, I believe. It's been so long now. Currently a sage, but usually I'm a mage. But originally started as a warrior, I guess. And I'm from Australia, so it's a little bit different. There's not many of us. When I say there's not many, there's a few, but not as many as I would like.
Who are some other top players from Australia? Is Enel in Australia, or am I thinking of someone else?
No, I'm pretty sure he's in Australia or New Zealand. Or the Oceania, we'll say Oceania area.
Yeah, okay.
And then you've got, is it white cream or cream? Someone like that. Black cream, white cream.
Black cream, yeah. Black cream wrecked me yesterday, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, one of the creams, yeah, one of the booty creams.
They're in Australia. Rafiki is Australian, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Rafiki's super cool. Nice. Okay.
Yeah. And then like a few of the older players that aren't there from like Forsaken were Australian too. So a lot of Australian players quit. It's really hard down here because the times. So when everything opens for us, depending where you are in Australia, it's roughly 2 a.m. So every time, like say we do sailing, when sailing opens, it's 2 a.m. for me. And then when like the city opens in sailing, it's like 2:30 a.m. for me. So it's pain in the butt.
Oh man. Yeah, that's rough. Do you have like do all the Australians like top players have a cool secret Discord server you all hang out in, or no?
No. No, maybe might be something we look into.
Nice. I have a quick question, if that's cool.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you started as warrior, then you went to mage. Awesome choice. And then with the current meta, that's what you're on now. You running anything spicy in your build that you want
Not
to share
really.
with No.
I guess everyone just has the same kind of build, and it's just either luck of the draw, you time someone out, or you kill them. Really, there's nothing really much to it at the moment. Other than kind of needing, if you're free to play, it kind of makes it really hard if you don't have that artifact scissors, or is it the Christmas tree looking thing? I don't know. It's like a cake, weird thing.
Oh, eight has a
Um,
wonderful name for that artifact.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Other than that, it's gonna make it really hard to stop them.
Accessory?
The Debbie cake.
Yeah, that'd be cake.
Yeah, the little the little Debbie's weapon. Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
but nothing special. It's just, yeah. I'm pretty sure everyone just has the same build, really.
Yeah. Do you, like your like I'm looking at your stat allocation now. Almost 900 billion HP, a little over 3.5 billion attack, high defense. Do you keep similar stats like that when you're playing mage, or do you play less stall buildy when you're a mage?
So when I play mage, it's more of a. It's hard. Like I play like regen mage as well, but I use it more as an attack than kind of stall. So I guess I
Yeah.
try and catch people off guard, being that you come in thinking I'm gonna try and stall you, but I'm actually gonna knock you out of the park, kind of thing.
Nice. So how do you change that ratio then as a mage? Like instead of let's call it 900 billion HP and 3.5 billion attack, what would you put the attack at? Like 5, 6?
Yeah, roughly
Or like
5.
evenly
I don't think I
split?
can get up to. I don't think I can get up to 6. Like I haven't tried in so long because of
Yeah.
the warrior freaking stuff. But last time, I think last time I was really into mage was when Pandabow was going crazy, and I had to reach out to Hollow and ask Hollow for some advice.
Nice.
the real hollow.
The real Hollow, yeah.
Oh man. And
Yeah.
what
So
was
what
the
I didn't
advice
know
that he
was
gave you?
I just shared some like some builds, and not like all these builds, but like just some pointers in builds what I was doing wrong and clean some stuff up for me. Because I didn't know that my original server, so like back when the games first started, the leader from my server actually helped him a fair bit, which I didn't know. So he was actually on my original Discord page.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right. So, I guess you kind of hit on it. Do you like have a favorite artifact, a favorite back piece, a favorite mount that you like using, or just visual wise?
Obviously, visual. Actually, I always go for the visual kind of stuff. I'm like a sucker for stuff that looks cool. So obviously, I like the Raven was like OP like so long. So I do like that. And then obviously when you're a mage, you kind of have to use certain. Well, used to have to use certain skins for attack speed. I don't know if they do that as much anymore. I think kind of any skin doesn't really matter now. But I usually try. Yeah. So I usually the visual arts I usually try not to use really anything. I just kind of bland, I guess. But like my favorite stuff at the moment, obviously, is spaceship is OP. Doesn't matter what I will mage or sage. It's really good.
Yeah.
And then back piece, same thing. Either alien or fan. You really can't beat either or being a warrior or mage.
I moved to the other side of the couch. He had enough. Hey, back over there. Go on.
Chunk Daddy got a little camera shy. Oh, here comes.
Can't be on my side. Get going. Yep.
He ain't shy. Okay. Come back, Chunk Daddy. So okay, that makes me happy hearing about Nebular Shuttle. And then you mentioned, Alien or Fan. Have you tried the Phoenix Frostback much or no?
No, I haven't really tested it that much. Like I have it, but I've
Yeah.
never. I kind of just at the moment I just stick to the meta at the moment, and I haven't really done too much testing in anything, other than I
Now-
kind of use the
Oh, go ahead.
scroll.
Oh, the scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use the scroll on sometimes on the stall defense, depending if it attacks me.
Yeah. That's why I was asking, because that's what I'm on right now. I have scroll on because everyone in cross server has way better stats than me, and
Yeah.
Phoenix Frostback I found has been pretty helpful for a good handful of things.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just curious. Yeah, I think it's a new fun thing to kind of play around with. Eight's always fiddling around with cool stuff. I saw a screenshot.
Always. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a really cool screenshot she sent us earlier today. I won't go into details on it, but that's one of the reasons why 8 is 8, is because she's always fiddling, always playing with stuff, always tinkering. But
Yeah.
Now, Blake, I have a question. So which, and maybe you answered it and I got distracted by Chunk, but which, because there are several different types of like warrior metas going around. Which one do you like specifically? There's like full shield, like full just defensive mode. There's the damage resist with the Dragonic and Blade Pierce and all that nonsense. Which build like do you prefer?
It's hard because I just kind of use a bit of everything. So I kind of just read everyone's, like obviously everyone's in all different discords, and I kind of just mix them all into one. So I try not to go full stall ever because I don't really want to want anyone waiting around 2 minutes to see what happens. So I kind of
Why
just,
not?
no, because no one wants to do that. It's not fun.
But you're talking to the
Like-
OG Bun Queen. That's all she does for fun. I'm kidding. That's
Yeah.
not
Like
Yeah.
it's great when when you do that weekly like crossover battle where you got to stop people out to stop taking the statues. It's good then. Other than that, I try not to use it at all. But no, I like more of a mix, so attack but also high defense.
All right.
Yeah, I'm all about that stall life.
Real quick, somebody in chat is asking you, Blake, is there any players who helped you a lot?
Yeah, there is a lot of players. So there's a lot of players that I still like. Obviously, everyone still talks to each other. So obviously, Calm's a big influence from when we first ran into each other in parking before, or I think we bought before the first merge. No, just after the first merge, and that's when Calm kind of popped onto the scene for me. I'd never heard of him before. Obviously, Hollow's been a lot of help. So you put me on the spot now. I can't remember everyone's names. I'm sure I'm going to cop it later. Yeah, Calm, Hollow. Obviously, Scotty's not around anymore. But he was a big help. Like when we first merged with Royalty, I was still a warrior, and I hadn't really focused on doing Dark Trials or anything. So I was still so far in behind Dark Trials, and I was like, dude, I need to, like, can you give me some advice? And is it alright if I switch over to Archer to push this stuff while we kind of see how we go? And I did that, and he was a big help there. Ravs, I talked to Ravs a lot. Farah, I talked to Farah a lot.
Rav's in chat. Calm is in chat. Nice. What up, everybody?
Yeah. There's names I can't pronounce. I hate it. Who else I talked to? Even if it's just bouncing ideas off each other. Like I talked to. He's gonna hate me. I just talked to him the other day too. It's usually I think he's Brew at the moment in crossover. He's a maid. And he usually swaps his name all around. He was Nigel like a couple of weeks ago. Always teams up with is it Phil PHEEL in the 2v2 tournament?
Oh gosh. Okay. What's her name? Shit. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Nigel rings a bell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there's so many. Like there's just the whole community is just great to talk to and just to bounce ideas off. I've bounced ideas off with 8 as well. we won't go
Yeah.
down. We won't go down that one. Yeah. It all just depends. Like I guess what situation I'm going into. Like if I'm gonna have to fight someone. Like I've talked to Bird a few times. Um, but everyone's always open for like to give you advice. No one's ever just gone, no, go away or not replied back. Everyone's always nice and was always happy to help. Even if if you're gonna beat them, they're always happy to help you. It doesn't matter.
So, did you get help on your tournament build, or did you kind of create that on your own, or like you were kind of saying, bounce it off others' ideas to?
Bit of both. So I bounced it off a few people. So no one knows it directly. Oh, Des knows it's directly because I send everything to him and vice versa.
Yeah, you guys were the underdogs.
Yeah, yeah. So I got advice off a few people on positioning and stuff like that from previous fights where I knew if I'd swapped around, I knew what the outcome was going to be beforehand. But so yes, I do get advice on the tournament.
Speaking of the tournament, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm usually wrong with these types of things, but this is back-to-back tournaments that you've top 8'd, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. And then, well, so in the group stage, so top 128, we were in the same group. You probably don't know that because why the hell would you give a shit about us? But I remember scrolling through and being like, "Ah, shit." Oh man, like we got Meow and Dez, like but you're gonna say "oh shit" no matter what when you're where I'm at in the game. You're gonna say "oh
I
shit."
still do it myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How did you and Dez become partners for streaming?
So I guess it all started. I guess we were really good friends with Moose in the beginning. Like so, Moose is in our Discord and our royalty Discord, and kind of just led from there. So we all share kind of like the same kind of Discord and all talk to each other. And I guess Scotty teamed up with Calm, and then that's when we first learned that we could go like across server like with each other. So
Yeah.
then I was like, I reached out to Des, and I was like, you don't want to team up and see where it kind of goes, and it kind of just built from there.
Nice.
So you're mage, or you did the MS swap, correct?
Yeah, some Sage at the moment. Yeah, a Radiant Sage at the moment.
Shame on you. That's not the point. But
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
on your what made you go mage? What drew you to that class?
I guess it was I kept getting hammered by mates when I was because I started off as Axor, and that was when I guess all that pre-blitz stuff was happening. And every time, every day, there was one person that would hit me like multiple times and just post it in family chat or post it on world chat. I'm like, man, I gotta stop this somehow. So, and like even then, like they were just a monster, and I couldn't work out why, because I still was trying to like get the basics of everything down, because I'd never played like a game before. I've always been really sporty and never played games before, so I've had a lot of advice and help of how to game really. And then I guess I swapped over, and I wasn't great because I still had all the warrior like stones and prayers and everything like that. So when I first swapped over to maid, I was only like running like SS HP and SS attack, and I'm still getting hammered. And then I guess I got lucky, and everything started to fall into place. And then I think it was like for like 2 weeks straight, all I was pulling was like mage gear all the time. Like at the moment, all I can pull is regen and counter strike. So I guess it just goes through these phases.
So since you did switch to MS and join that club, what is your opinion on the MS region meta?
I don't like it, but if you can't beat it, join it.
Fair. I can't argue with that. I haven't done it myself, but
Yeah,
I don't know why. I'm hoping because we have the update tonight. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, but the changes to Dark Lord, maybe a couple people will try that out and just because if you think about it logically, right? Like what's supposed to be, you know, Martial Sage region? It's supposed to be Mage. Okay, so Dark Lord Mage, if they can get enough damage up front and they're, pounding you the whole time with Crimson and Baddie and all that stuff to offset the region, maybe. So I'm hoping maybe that will change it, but I doubt it. That's my take. That I'm wrong all the time, obviously, but um, I don't know what has to happen for it to change.
I don't know if it's ever going to change. It's one of those things like
Or maybe it just won't. Like we,
I'm hoping pre-blitz comes back because that's really the only way I can see stopping it is if you can take an X amount of damage from them, like HP from them, and cut that punch counter down enough where it's not going to knock you out. But then obviously keep their region like slowing down.
yeah.
Other than that, it's pretty much impossible unless you've spent so much money on the game and just have crazy amount of attack. It's a hard thing to stop.
I did
No.
get cigar. Go ahead, 8.
I was gonna say I have a question. You said you never played it like a game, like this. How did you find Legend of Mushroom? Like, were you scrolling? Did you just see an ad?
Nothing. My kids downloaded it, and that's how it all kind of started.
Hey, same. All right, virtual high five right there. Boom.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And like they set up the character and everything, and then I worked out it cost like 600 gems to change from girl to boy, and I could use those 600 gems somewhere else. So is it 600 or 6,000? I can't remember. Something stupid like that. And I was like, all right, well then I'll just stay as it is, and then I don't know. All the outfits look a lot better on the girl characters than they do the guy characters. I'm not gonna lie.
So the small tidbit I want to throw out that Salvage, if I remember correctly, that's his name now. That update for the Dark Lord is not coming out. The update we will be getting is the damage resist cap is going from 70 to 80.
I saw that.
Gaslight.
Wait, but the other. I want to get back to that. Sorry. The Dark Lord isn't happening? I thought I read about it. Where's my fucking mouse? Come on. Really?
Yes.
That's not in the announcement? Shit.
I don't believe so. I think that was a spoiler that we're handed.
Because they were going to change the tamer and stuff, weren't they, as well, in an update? They're going to change the stuff to them. Because I was looking at going back to Spirit, because I love playing Spirit. I just enjoy it. But it's so hard. Yeah.
So I see Moldy said Gaslight, and I'm assuming you would also know, Blake. And 8 also said Gaslight. What's the reasoning behind that?
I'm not sure.
Okay, 8.
The cap, according to Starlight, the cap has always been 80%. That's not new.
So they're just fixing the
I always
wording.
thought it was probably.
I don't know if it was. I have no idea, but I asked them in November because I think it was PJ had mentioned that the Asian servers had a soft cap or a hard cap, whatever it may be, of 80% on the reses, and I thought, oh well, I wonder if we have that. So I asked, and Starlight said, "Why would you say that?" I said, "Well, because I heard they have it on overseas." Well, let me go see what the elves have to say over, and when they come back, I'll let you know. And they said, yes, I have the screenshot. Yes, we verified. Res caps at 80%. That was 3 months ago.
Yeah, I always thought it was 80% because after you use your main passive, it drops it down to 80 for that 5 seconds or so. So there's always just going to be a soft cap of 80.
Yeah, so he says the cap was 70. No, we were told the cap was 80 like 3 months ago. Oh, Lewis, where are you going? Where are you going?
So yeah,
But-
changing it from 70 to 80, I guess officially, I don't know. Didn't bother me, but I saw some people, I was looking through people's stats when I saw this, and like I think Wu, one of his builds, he had like 94% combo damage res. There are some other people, above 80 that I've seen, obviously. So I don't know. It seems I don't know. Like, what are your all's opinions on that? Like, is that going to change anything? Like, it can't change that much, right? There's so much damage reduction, final damage reduction, total damage res. There's so much of that already. This 10%, like, is it really going to change much? Let's be honest here.
I don't think
I
so.
mean, considering I already thought it was 80%, and it's not listed or posted anywhere that there is a cap. Like, this is the first time they're even acknowledging it and writing it publicly, like, hey, there's a cap. So maybe they just want to make it look like they're making changes and they're not. Who knows?
That's so strange to me. Okay. Concrete's in chat. What up, Concrete?
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it'll matter. And that 80%, stacking over top of it. I think I tried to ask, and they just gave me some word salad answer. Say if you have 100% combo res and your class skill, reduces it by 40%. Do you go to 60%, or does it, hard cap at 80 and you go down to 40? I'm not sure. Maybe somebody knows, but.
So talking about the Shroom tournament, are you going to ever change your partner, or are you always going to keep your Dez?
No, I always keep Des. I made a promise, so it's a promise I always keep to him.
Can you spoil that promise?
I just promised him that we'd stay until we kind of won, I guess.
Well, so once you guys win, you're like, see ya.
No, I don't think we'll ever happen for a long, long time. We're just with the way the game's going, and like the cost is ridiculously crazy. Throwing out like 2 massive events a month.
It's getting crazy.
Yeah, I've cut back heaps. Like I've stopped over the past since they brought that the cost of that last back, and you had to spend like ridiculous amounts to get it. Because it was like three forks to 1 draw. Like it was just ridiculous.
Yeah, that was a very delightful event.
I apologize. Lewis is he's taking a water break. He's thirsty from being in the spotlight, so he'll be back soon.
That's understandable.
The spotlight's really parched him, so he's just taking a little drink.
I think we'll see a lot of new whales coming through. Players that have it. But in saying that, like, there's always ways around, I guess, a whale. Like, some whales don't build as good as the rest of everyone, so there's always chances that you can take them out, and like we've seen that happen before.
Oh, you mean those that aren't good for their power? Is that what you're talking about?
That makes it sound really bad, but yeah.
Well, no, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, like I guess some like I don't know. I want to say like more dollars and cents. I guess it makes me sound horrible.
No, it's true though. Like just because you spend it, like some people just spend thinking it'll make them better, but if you can have all the tools and not know how to use them, and some people just don't have the help on their server to help them utilize everything. Yeah, and that's all.
Yeah, definitely that's what it is. If you can't, if you don't reach out and don't actually ask for help, and I get stuck in a rut, you kind of don't want to play anymore, kind of thing, and just
some people just they just don't have the people to help them. is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
But yeah, just be good for your power.
Yeah.
So, let's say if you went onto a new server, made an alt, and you were giving advice to new players, what would your advice be for them?
Probably that, I guess, to focus on like power tickets and skill tickets, because having base stats are a lot better than not having them. Like I've only just, after listening to you guys, only just started focusing on tickets and skill tickets. I've never really thought about it. I always kind of focused on souls over everything else. But now that I've realized that everyone's like, I don't know, like nearly double me in like powers and stuff. Like it's crazy. Now they're trying to catch up to everyone.
Interesting.
So what did you spend your red gems on? You spent them on souls?
Yeah, so I used to solely just do them on souls. Because back in the beginning, like when souls first came out, when Moose was still around, Moose was telling us like focus on souls over a few other things. So that's when I just started pumping heaps of stuff into souls, and then leaving everything else kind of behind. Like my mount is only like 8.5, and my artifacts only 78.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm heaps far behind in a lot of
Beaver.
things. Yeah. When I heard like Concrete say he was like 104 or something in artifacts, I'm like, damn, I'm so far behind the 8 ball here.
I think
Well,
this
I
is.
mean, you get a lot of those hammers from events, but
I think this is a pattern I've noticed now. Like we've had a lot of the top players on, right? But almost every single one of them, that's what they all bring up, like on their own, is like, I'm so far behind in X. It doesn't matter what that is, whether that's your mount levels or if you have the Azure Feather or not. It is pretty cool, but or my souls are behind here, or my scrolls are behind this person. It's just really funny to me because I believe that's something that happens at every level, but it's been something I think really neat for me to understand, is that it's not just me worrying about that and the people in my server. Everybody's thinking about that. Like, where are my deficiencies? What can I get better at? How can I change and make this? And it's like, no matter what you do, you can't, right? Like, you can only focus your gems in one place, right? If you're just spreading everything like evenly across everything, you're going to be behind in every aspect, right? So I just think it's interesting to me that, because I believe I remember, Blank was saying something similar. Concrete was saying how far behind Wooey was in a couple categories. Calm was saying the same thing. I forget what specifically, but it's just really it's neat to me. And so a really good message to all of us. Pay attention to that stuff, and it's okay. Like you don't need to be. The top players, of course, are measuring themselves against each other, right? But all of us normies, like Aid always says, just be good for your power.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's not a comparison, like Meow, like Blake and I, we could compare, and I'm sure there are some things that he beats me on and I beat him on others. It's not a competition. It's just you use that to see like maybe where you fall just a little short in just areas to improve upon. That somebody might have a different idea or things to work on than you. But
absolutely.
That's all.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But like Meow, you're like last I looked in crossover, I think you were like 10th or 11th or something like that. Like what's your peak finish in Legends?
I think about 7 or 6. I think.
So
But that's only that's only since swapping to Sage though. Like when I was Mage, I'd probably sit anywhere between like 20 to 30. So ever since swapping to Sage, it's a different story.
Okay. But so that's the thing, is like it totally tracks when we're talking with Blank and Meow and all these people, Concrete, that are top 10 players. Those are the things that they are that they bring up, and not hyper focused is wrong, because that's just the wrong word, but like
Just Fine
That's more what
tuning.
they're.
Fine tuning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
what's so good about like having like this podcast and having like all these Discord forums. Like everyone can kind of share and help each other out. Like other than that, I think everyone would have been stuck in just going one direction, I guess. But having this and listening to everybody, being able to share ideas and builds and kind of stuff like that, it helps a lot. Like it's helped me crazy amounts to be where I am at the moment.
Crusher, Big Head in question did ask, what build were you using when you lost to him?
Have I lost it? Oh,
I apologize for laughing. That's just the most Crusher question that could possibly, like, yeah, you could have 100 writers write for 100 years, and that would be the most Crusher question that Crusher could ask someone.
I don't know if I've lost to him yet. I used to hit him every day, and then I was like, oh, it's getting pretty boring. So I swapped it up a little bit. Because I hate hitting the same people every day because it makes I feel bad. So I try and throw it around a bit.
So should we have you?
I mean, you
go
could always hit
live?
me.
No, there's players I don't hit because that's just an automatic loss. And like, that's right.
So do we try to have you go on a live on your phone and hit him and see?
Yeah, I think I'm in. If I exit out of the like this podcast, does it still stay up, or do I go out?
You would have to do it through your phone. So you got
Yeah, so I only play on my phone, so I don't actually have a computer.
Okay. So if you are on your phone,
Hell yeah!
you want to go
Yeah.
into where we're
Yeah,
talking.
you and Aid are in the No Computer Club. Okay.
Yeah.
I took it up a notch. I don't even have internet.
So are
Yeah,
you?
I've got internet. It's not
Are-
great, but
are-
it's in Australian, isn't it?
Are you iPad or are you Android or iPhone? Sorry,
Android.
Android. All right. So you'll see 3 tabs. You see the white bar across. Just swipe up on it, and then it will have an option to go live or live stream.
Let me show you. So this is the one where it says soundboard. Oh yeah, share your screen.
Yep. There you go.
All right, so I can share that. Try it out now. I'll have to.
Just don't embarrass yourself like Calm did.
I might do it on purpose. All right, is it working?
We do not see it now.
No. Okay.
Is that Jessica from 170?
He dropped out, Max.
Yeah, I see that. I will have to. Bring.
Sorry. I'm playing with my cool toys over here, so got to get my resistance to 1 ohm, 1 volt, about 15 watts. Glowing from the inside out. That's what's up. Sweet. Let's see. Min-maxing. Connie's talking about min-maxing. Moldy Hobo says min-maxing. What are we talking about min-maxing? What did I miss?
Oh, with resources, saving resources.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's what it was. Yeah.
Wow, that makes sense.
Oh, not the Jessica from 170.
Meow's back.
Oh, that's not it. Is that Crusher?
So that's how good I am at technology. So I just drop straight out when I try and do something.
Sorry, Calm. And Crusher, yes, the macho nerd is Crusher, so I'm trying to ignore him as he's chatting.
There we go.
It says it's sharing. So can you see it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's loading. There we go.
Okay.
Whoops. There we go.
All right, so let's see, what am I in? Weird. Where's Crusher?
Just stream.
Are you down the bottom? Is Crusher down the bottom like usual, or is he somewhere else?
Not sure. There's Matsu. That's interesting.
Don't scroll all the way to the bottom and show me. Don't do that.
There you go.
There he is.
68.
It's 68. All right, let's see how embarrassing this can be.
Did you even change a set or just raw dogging him
No.
with the sage?
Oh, I didn't change my set.
Oh
That's what I'm
no.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm in a stall, like a stall, so he'll beat me.
Oh no.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
God
Yeah, you're
damn
not.
it. We're gonna have to hear about this
Yeah.
forever. Oh no.
He's done some sort of voodoo curse on me, so he knew it. He saw
Oh
it.
shit! Everybody
Yeah.
watch chat. Just quick. Someone block Macho Nerd in the chat, quick. Before you say anything, because we're on the way. Ah, shit.
Welcome. You have somebody joining you. Sorry.
I feel bad now. I was like, check and make sure he's not in regen or something. But I was fiddling with my shit over here like an idiot. My bad.
I do this to myself all the time. Like, I'll go in and change it from the main setting over, but I won't change it from the preset, and I get myself every day. Every day it gets me.
Yeah. I did that the very first like when it opened. I don't know, I must have dropped my phone on my face or something, and I hit diamonds, and I don't even know who that is, but I was like an archer and I lost. And they're I think they're right above you there, Nylock, right at the bottom.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
someone that Diamond, someone that I hit. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I lost.
Yeah,
I know-
it happens every day.
I know people you didn't lose to today in Cross Arena. I keep teeing you up, but you won't
Hell
take the bait.
yeah. Yeah. Listen. That was huge. That was huge today.
Life goal achieved. I'm trying to
That
tee
was
you
it.
up here, set you up.
Yeah, I can retire now. I can quit.
Well,
So, Chad, what would
That's
have
it.
to happen? What would have to happen to make 8 Wide say she can retire now? Think what could that possibly be? I'm just curious what chat thinks on that one. Rav says crushies are on cloud 9.
Yep.
Moldy says you can see his head inflating.
Yeah. Chunk has seen enough. He's got to go. He's seen enough.
Yeah.
He can't believe what he just saw.
Calm.
Yeah.
Calm is saying we should get special whoopsie badges in Discord up. I like that idea. I love it. Whoops.
Oh, well.
Okay, we're gonna skip.
Oh
that
my
question.
goodness.
I'm not even gonna say it. So one of you two can, if you like.
No, I'm skipping that. I'm gonna go to the one below it. We got Loki saying, "What would make 8 retire?" And Loki says, "When I beat her," which is funny. And he said, and which he follows up, "It'll never happen because Loki's super cool." You know.
Hey, shoot! Yeah, another 1024. Yeah, boy. Well, I mean, it was huge for me. So I got a defensive win against Wu today. He attacked me in a
Nice.
stage set, and I didn't die.
You get the
A
laser beam.
defensive win. Yeah,
Laser beams of awesome, and you get this. You get the fireworks of awesome.
yeah. It was 3 in a row. It was Zico, Maths, and then Wu. Boom, boom, boom.
One of the craziest screenshots I've ever seen. I saw it and went, one of those,
Yeah.
like I'm a fucking living, emote or something.
Yeah, listen, I couldn't believe it either. I thought it was because I beat Wu one time in parking. I think he had 8 debuffs, like 10% health, and he had tamer gear on as an archer, and I was pumped. But yeah, this was a legitimate defensive win. So I was stoked about that. Hell yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah, I think he was the last player left that I haven't had a win against. So
The final scalp.
yeah, he was the final raid boss, and that was it.
The final boss defeated.
Yeah,
Wow.
because concrete and I bet because I had 2 months on him. So like there was a while there where we were 50-50 and then he blew me out of the water. But I have beat him. But Wu was always just ahead. Yeah. So that was a big one today. That
Yeah,
was
nice.
Yep. Last box checked. And that's it. There's nothing else more to do.
Well, I disagree. I do disagree with that last statement.
What's there left? I mean, I have no interest in winning the tournament.
What do you have no interest in tournament? Wasn't it last week you said it's your favorite thing in the game?
It's my absolute favorite because I love the strategy, but it's not like I need, I don't need to win.
You don't want people paying you respects for a week as you hand them out free gems like Calm literally Calm in chat right now. Every day, every player in our region in the Western Hemisphere is going, I pay respects to you. Give me 400 gems. You don't want that to be you?
No.
What?
Like,
oh.
No, I don't need to be number one.
That's fair.
Like I
All
said,
right.
I would rather have the betting coins. Oh, I forgot that.
I'd rather have the betting coin.
I'd rather have the betting coins than, let's see if you can jump up. Come on, get up there. I'd rather have the betting coins than rank up in the top because you could buy more stuff with the coins.
I should have asked Woo or Concrete, or I guess I can ask Calm now. Calm, like, if you win the Shroomy tournament, I'm pretty sure you should get some badass frame and title that never go away. Like, is that a thing? I've never seen it if it is.
No, I don't think so. But it should be. Because, when you're number one in the Legends, you get a title. What is it, Apex Champion? But it's gone, if you don't maintain the number one rank.
Yeah. Yeah, Calm just says, I pay respect to Woo daily.
Yeah.
And okay, Concrete says, nah, they give nothing. No. Oh, okay. Huh.
So I heard that, you can't bet on yourself in the final, in the top 8. You can't bet on yourself. And when it's 2v2, like, I guess, you can't bet. Or who was it? Was it Concrete was telling me, like, or somebody was telling me, like, you can't bet in the final round because you can't bet on your own match. And so you don't get any extra coins. You just get whatever you had going up into the top 2. And then, the multiplier, but yeah, they don't give you like a bonus. They don't give you a bonus for being the final 2.
They should give you a coin amount to go across for being in the top 2.
Yeah, whatever the whatever your whatever your betting odds were is what the multiplier that you should get.
Yeah.
Or maybe 10 times that because you're in the finals. Like, there should be more rewards for that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems very strange to me. Like, what this game could and should do. Like, Max, we were talking about this a couple weeks back or something. It's like Max and I were just saying it was something along the lines of, like, Max could sit down for like 10 minutes and make a list of ways to improve this game that would be infinitely better than what we get. And I don't disagree because, I feel like a lot of players could do that. But they make such a big deal of the Shroomy tournament, which they should, because it's neat and it's cool and it's a way to play with people outside of your server and it's really fun to watch. But then they give complete just ass rewards, even if you do, even like mediocre, like top 128, like we get dick. But like if you win the whole thing, it should be something insane. It should be like an insane prize, like pick your own frame and title, and then they make it for you. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just
nuts. You get some stone experience, some scrolls, hammers, but like nothing crazy. I'd rather have the tournament coins.
So, on the line of that, Blake, is there anything that you would like to see change in the game? Any improvements? Anything that you can think of?
I'd love to have soul presets. and that so I could just swap. I say like if I want to push PV, I don't have to reset every soul every week and cost an X amount of gems. But I could always just have them preset. Like that would be my favorite thing to have at the moment.
Yeah,
I'd love this. So okay.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say there's no reason this update couldn't have had soul sets.
Yeah. I'd love to see more like free.
Like they could charge us gems to get like a second page. Like they. Sorry. Please move forward. I'll just keep ranting. My bad.
No, you're right. Like I'd love to see more. Like I hated the last event we had because of the cost of the back, but I did enjoy that the costume was free. I wish they'd do more stuff for the free to play, even if it's just giving an extra costume or lifting the chances up for them to get an artifact or a mount or something like that. I don't think I know they focus a lot on taking money, but they don't really kind of give back to like the core of the players that are there that are kind of built everyone up to where they are. I'd love to see them kind of give more stuff away for free, I guess, or up the chances from 0.8% or whatever it is to like 5% or something, just to get them more involved. And they'd probably spend they'd probably buy those 99-cent packs and the $9 packs on the events just for that higher chance to get those event items. They'd probably do better.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the soul sets. Even if they made it to the point where it automatically calculates how many souls that you would technically swap, and it just automatically does it when you switch your class. Because that's honestly the only thing that they make us spend red gems on to swap around. At this point,
I'd love it. I'd love it for in class too, because anyone running a regen or stall build, like you want your souls one way, but when you attack, you want them another way. Same as your scrolls, which we can, so like absolutely, like if we're already paying gems, so I agree with you. Like if we're already paying gems to reset classes or using the reset scroll, then our souls should reset like as part of that cost. Like
yeah, I know, I agree.
So let's say they did implement something along the lines to help free-to-play players, and they were able to gain more artifacts through the Lucky Spinner. Would you be okay with that, or would you kind of be against that?
No, I'd be okay with it. I think there's nothing. I love helping the free-to-play players in my server, even if it's like I think it'd just benefit everybody. To be honest, you'd probably see a lot more people staying. You might even see more people coming back to it. Just for it'd make it more enjoyable for them. Like no one wants to get hammered every time they attack somebody else. So kind of like even out the playing field a little bit for them. Like, yeah, I'd really love to see it.
It'd be nice if they added lucky spinner coins to the showdown shop or even arena, like even the family shop. Just add extra spinner tokens. You have 42 a week. You have to wait 13 weeks to get a guaranteed. And at that, there are no artifacts. So, they could definitely add more lucky spinner tokens at this point because, I mean, we're almost a year into the game. And almost a year, and it takes 13 weeks to guarantee. So free to play, if they have horrible luck, might not even have four lucky spinner items.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think a lot of mistakes too that early players do make on those, like they'll see it for the first time and then they'll automatically use those coins the first week because they don't know any better that you're able to save them. And I'm not 100%.
Well, how would you know?
Well, I was about to say I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it even tells you that at all.
No, it doesn't.
Why would they?
No, I think my server originally we all used to just pump them through every week until it's probably maybe a month or two after, and then someone saved them by accident and goes, hey, they kind of saved, and that's when we started accumulating them every week. But till then, like no one was getting anything.
And
Absolutely.
I have yet to see a free to play win like the 1,000 spinner item without purchasing any. Has anybody ever seen anybody win it? The 1,000 spinner
Hmm.
item?
The grand prize, no. Back pieces
No.
here and there, sure, yeah. But the grand prize, I haven't seen.
No, there's definitely
Yeah.
some sort of wall cap behind that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh.
even at what is it, 0.01%? Somebody should have won something in the last 11 months.
Yeah,
I've never
fair.
seen it.
Yeah, Fair in the chat is saying, and I think Crusher said something similar, but I think he said 3 months. But yeah, just auto add paid backs and mounts or whatever after 6 months. Like after they've been out 6 months, add them to the spinner. And Crusher is saying like
Yeah.
bring them back after 3 months or once they've appeared as like a secondary grand prize 3 times, put them on the fucking spinner. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, put them in the rock shop. Put them somewhere.
Like let them milk Cheetah another time, like a third time, and
Yeah.
and I see why they don't, because then there's no because then people aren't going to go for them as secondary grand prizes if they know they're going to the spinner. So I get, so that's like the the knee jerk why they won't do that, but they could pick like select ones, and that's not going to deter people from picking up something they've been waiting for. I don't know. I just feel like the percentage of people that go for secondary grand prizes is so low already. Like, I don't know.
And the secondary prizes, initially were for the newer servers to catch up, to have an opportunity to get items that they didn't have access to the first time they came around.
Another $700? Yes.
Yeah. You started late. Do you want this item? Here. Spin again. You missed the event the first time. You'll pay for it, this time around.
Yeah, that was horrible. I had to do that with the IRA. That hurt so much.
Yeah, I've done it 3 times. Raven, Torch, and Trident. Yeah, not fun.
No, you fell into that trap for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And at least
Yeah.
2 of the times, I knew exactly what I was doing. Like, okay, this is gonna suck, but I'm doing it. And then of course, right after I got Trident, they put the scroll out, and I'm using scroll a lot. So great, hooray!
Yeah.
And like Raven, I loved Eye of Raven for a good 4 to 6 weeks. I used it in every build, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to be Dark Lord anymore. Now I have it on like my spawn build. That's about it. Hit light spawns.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the worst part. Like every week something comes out and nearly betters the previous week. So it's like if you miss an event and it's not that great, well, in another week and a half's time, you'll probably have an event that will better the one that we just had. So it's a deterrent, really, not to do it.
It makes me want to vomit with rage when I think about whatever artifact that's going to inevitably Panda Bow will be replaced for archers and some DPS warriors. But it makes me want to. I'm going to repeat it again because I just like the phrasing. I'm going to vomit with rage at whatever is better than Panda Bow. Whatever replaces that, I don't even know. I don't want to live in that world. Something's going to happen eventually. Anyway.
Who wants to put a little bet that maybe like the next spinner choice artifact will contain scissors?
Huh.
I think they've already brought that out twice now, if I'm not mistaken.
At least
I've seen scissors twice. Yeah.
I bet has it been twice? I don't even pay attention, but
I think at least
especially now with the meta, like you need scissors to beat it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have scissors.
I think
I use scissors all the time.
I think
Yeah, I don't have them. I don't have them.
I think I got them out of pure bullshit luck. It's the most useless thing for me because I'm a warrior.
Yeah, and this, the skill that I forget what it was. It was exactly like Terminal Strike, and I thought, well, I have Terminal Strike. I don't need these. And then right after, the event ended, they changed them. So that was cool.
That's the way, isn't it? That's the same the way
Yeah.
they go.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need those. I already have Terminal Strike. No big deal. Like, what do I need two? And then, oh, okay. Well, we're just gonna change this. Actually, after the event closed, we're gonna change it. So, sucks to suck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
we got a question from you in chat from Ravs. What is your least favorite mount or back or arty, looks wise, aesthetically?
Look wise.
Yeah,
That's a hard one.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not a fan of the look of the torch or the Christmas tree, but I love torch being made. Mount wise, trying to think because I don't ever really pick one to
Who's
like
happening?
ride
I
and
gotta look. I have to look now because yeah, I don't. Huh.
yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good question. Yeah,
Yeah, because
I don't like the pumpkin or the turkey that much. How they look.
I'd
I know
probably say turkey. I'm not a fan of that, but I don't know if that comes down because we don't really celebrate Thanksgiving in Australia at all, so really never.
that's a really good point.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
like
never thought about that till now. Like Canada, they do Thanksgiving different than the United States. Like,
yeah,
okay,
there's so much difference between us. Um, and back really, I think the backs have been pretty on point. And I'm not gonna lie, they all have their own individually kind of look. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that one. That's a good one, Ravs. I'll DM you later.
My issue, I was gonna say,
piggybacking-
my issue with the mounts is that if you're like a little shroomy, you're covered. You don't look right as a little shroomy on a lot of the mounts.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to get it like perfect.
Now, Itachi's not here. He's normally in the chat, but I think he's been busy with work. And he always asks every person on here, "Do you like anime?
Yes, yes,
What is your favorite
of course.
anime?"
I'll have to go Dragon Ball Z. It's what I grew up with, and then Naruto.
Okay.
Let's say now, like typically, I like to add in on this part.
I didn't grow up watching anime at all. Like there was Dragon Ball Z that like my little brother watched it. Jeremy, if you're watching this, what up? He watched Dragon Ball Z and a little bit of other stuff here and there. But it wasn't until like I'd say the past. Oh yeah, it was like COVID. It was like COVID. Like a couple of my buddies are super into anime, and they were like, "Here, what?" Because I grew up reading comic books, and like, "Here, you'll probably like My Hero." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And that jump started me into a bunch. And then my son started reading different manga, and then he was watching shows, and now I'm way too into it. Absolutely, ReZero, JJK. Have been good, and then I like quieter stuff. Like there's this real nerdy one called, it's not popular or anything, but March Comes in Like a Lion. It's like about this professional shogi player, which is like Japanese chess, and I'm like, fuck yeah. I love that one. But yeah, I think it was like Woo was talking about like how like the classic stuff, like One Piece he liked and so forth. But
I enjoy One Piece.
what's up? Sorry.
I said I enjoy One Piece, but I don't get much time for anime anymore having kids.
Yeah. When they're when the kids are old enough and they're reading and they're picking them up on their own, then you'll have more time again because then you'll get to watch them with them and it's fun. Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so.
See, whenever we have like our little 2 minutes of anime talk, the nerds show up. Hey, there's the Garp. What up, Garp? I was just talking to Garp last night.
I like how you called yourself guys nerds. Very nice. Great success.
Well, yeah, I'm a fucking nerd. Yeah, straight up. Hell yeah. That's a no-brainer. Shit. Nice. So question we normally ask people, I'm curious about your answer here is, everybody plays this game for different reasons, and the people that are, people like you who are at the top, motivations they're just different for everyone. So what are yours? What keeps you going in this game?
I guess the community is one, like just having people to chat to and talk to, and then I really enjoy just helping players out, I guess. So I have players that come to me and ask questions, and I enjoy helping them. And I enjoy helping the free-to-play people in our server. I guess I don't know, I just like enjoying helping people. That's probably what kept me around the most.
Nice. Do you find that most of the people that like ask you questions are in your own server, or do a lot of people message you like on Discord kind of randomly like I'm going to do?
Everywhere. So I guess
Nice.
in the beginning it was just our server, but now that it's everyone's kind of spread out and on Discord and everyone's on each other's Discord page, it's made it a lot easier for people to kind of connect with each other, and it's better for the community, I think, because now we can all get along and have a laugh together and help each other out.
Nice. Do you have any like personal in-game goals for yourself aside from winning the Shroomy tournament? Because obviously, that's got to be a goal. Like if you're top 8 back to back, obviously that's something important. But do you have any personal things that you're looking at?
Not
Like
really.
I
I
want my crit res at 5,000 or something. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
No, I always in the beginning, I always just set myself to kind of be better than the next person in my server. So I've always just had that goal to kind of achieve. Okay, I want to be better than. I want to get stronger and beat this person, and then beat that person after. But now I'm pretty much just around to help and have a laugh and make sure everyone's kind of still enjoying the game. Like there's nothing worse than having someone leave because they've lost enjoyment in it. When all they had to do was someone talk back to them or have a conversation, and keep them around. Because at the end of the day, we're all friends and have a laugh and have a talk to each other, and that's what it's all about.
I'm sorry, but that Max, he's describing you like this is like Super Max right here.
Yeah,
that's what you do, man.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I love it.
I'm a little distracted. Sorry, I'm trying to handle something on Discord. I apologize.
I think Max apologizes more than anyone I know for someone that never needs to apologize. Oh, what we see? Oh, thoughts on res going up 10%. We hit that earlier, Garp. I don't think anyone thinks it's going to make a big difference. Yeah, hope Moldy's already there with the gaslight. Let's see. Matsu's in chat. What up, Matsu?
What do you guys think about the popularity event? How's that been working out for you guys?
Kane's crushing it. I gave all my coins to Buttercup. I think she's still competing in the popularity contest. I think she'll do the best from our server.
Yeah, it's wild.
In my server, we kind of just chose a free-to-play player and kind of just sent them everything we had.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, goodness.
So, let's try a ranking thing from favorite to least. I'm gonna name 3 or 4 things, and you rank them. How important?
Yeah.
What do you think? All right. So we're gonna go with some simpler ones first. So we'll just do 3. Sale, parking wars, family brawl. How important? Like, what's number 1 most important to least important out of those 3?
So at the moment, I enjoy parking wars because we get to verse more than just like this. I think at the moment, we've only got 6 different servers we verse in family brawl, so it kind of gets stale.
Okay.
We were just looking at the same thing over and over again. Then so I said, then I said I enjoy sailing, and I'm hoping. Did I read that they're cutting down the time, so it's not going to be as long? So then sailing and then family brawl, but I'm hoping that in the next merge, if we all merge again, that they might broaden the family brawl. I wouldn't mind versing 8 wide and stuff in family brawl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
1024
Yeah.
and 1021. You know, basing
Yeah.
them in brawl. Yeah.
I don't ever want to. We got 1021 again. We got wet again. Third time this
Again?
season.
That's the third.
Again, we
Yeah.
had third time. 3 out of 4 weeks. We got Lou
Oof.
and J
Yeah.
Hot and PJ and A. Like, come on. There's 19 servers. We get the same family 3 weeks out of 4.
Yeah, so I reckon if they brought in family brawl, it'd bring the competition back into it because there's not much competition like against each other in my server. We kind of just a lot of people 2 lane, and then my family just sits in 3 lanes, and
Yeah.
90% of the time we'll win 3 lanes, even if they double stack 2 lanes. So
How
I
many
reckon it'd be a
servers
lot
are
better.
in brawl?
I think 6 or 7.
Oh, 6 or 7, and it's like that. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, we've
a lot of
we've
families
faced
just
it
move.
in parking.
Yeah, no, that was really good. That was probably the toughest time we've had in parking, or other than Calm, but that's Calm. Like, good luck stopping him in
Yeah.
parking. Other than that, like, we haven't versed really anybody else in parking. That's like everyone's really active. It's really hard to keep. If you verse a really active family in parking, it's so hard to keep up with them. But power-wise, where I've actually had to really worry, obviously, Calm yourself, and then like you'll get the occasional person, but no one that really like with 8 wide, you've got like Hollow and Blank and everybody else, so you've got to try and counterpunch everybody, and you can't. There's no stopping it.
Once the train starts, baby. Choo choo.
Yeah, like yeah, you can maybe stop 1 or 2, and then you've got to worry about 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, it's just you can't.
Yeah.
You just can't.
And then you got Code, and you got Kaido, and
Yeah.
Aishu, and then Loki, and Heli. It just doesn't stop.
I was joking with Loki the other day because I was like, so you're a second tier player in your server, you scrub, you know, jokingly, of course. You know, Loki completely, you know, tears me apart, obviously, but it's like that to me was like mind blowing when that realization occurred. Like Loki in
Yeah, I'm not sure where he
How
ranks.
is Loki not a top 4 player in any server? And then yeah, like when you go down the roster, it's like, what? How is this allowed?
Yeah, I don't know where Loki ranks. I apologize. Chunk is using the bathroom at the moment. We're standing outside in the snow. But yeah, I don't know where Loki ranks. I don't know. Somebody will have to look. Moldy can probably look and see.
Moldy in chat. I'm 4th tier, he says.
I have to scroll a little bit to see Moldy in the list. And I mean, he's over 100 million.
Yeah, Moldy's really strong, and he has a really cool combo regen build. Like that's, yeah. Moldy, you can come join 488. You can be number 1 over here. We'll take you. We'll take you and Loki happily. Anyway,
We're not giving them away. They're not orphans.
we have things to offer.
Yeah.
Loki, we'll throw you some white gems, some red gems. You know, name a price. We'll negotiate.
Listen, 1024 is like the Texas Roadhouse. The buns, they just keep bringing out more buns, baby. Like, yeah, the buns don't stop coming until you're full.
Do you? How would you like to? Yeah, Mia. How would you like to see? Okay, so we saw like how that's like our models, like what's happened with the 1,000, the Almond 1,000 servers, and like how they've all kind of slowly done this. Is the same thing happening in the 11 and 1200s, or would you like to see something different? Like, how would you feel as a arbitrary question if the next merge you got like people from the 1600s or 1700s mixed with like a random 1400 and a random 1300?
I think it'd be cool because then we could help them out if they needed advice and stuff. Like the last merge we had when we merged with like the Brazilian servers, it was hard because they didn't like the Americans and they've all got their reasons for it. But we were able to. They were all kind of stuck on the cloud asset and a few other things they were stuck on where they needed bigger players to help them push through. And we all got together and got everyone to like level 30 and pushed them all through cloud and stuff. And then we're finally just kind of got along now. It's been ages, but yeah, I think it'd be really good. I think just for the general community and being able to help each other out.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I've been thinking about it quite a bit, like what I would do if I was them to maximize like player retention, because we know the attrition rate is pretty high in this game. So like how could they maximize that? I don't know, like, and keep people happy. I don't know. That's the only thing I can come across that makes sense to me. Is
the
like,
issue with merging these, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but
oh no, yeah, that was it.
It just dawned on me is the issue with merging like some of these newer servers is that there's the 50 level gap.
Which they could remove. They can just remove that.
Parking,
like,
I don't know what they could.
They could just remove it completely, right?
They could. I think a level 130 minimum. I don't think that's unreasonable. I don't know what the average level is for your server, but like code's 186.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you have some of these, it's the 400s. I don't know what's the average level of the players in your server? 140.
Oh, the average level?
Yeah. Like when you go through,
average, so like how would I find that? Okay, here I know how to find that. So there's 96 active players. So I'm gonna go find number 45.
Just look in the middle.
Yeah, I'll go look at number 48 in Arena right now. Let's see. All right, scrolling. The top 25. This top 25 is like 140-ish, like 138, 142, 144. So number 48 is level 132. Hello, Utonium.
Yeah, wouldn't even be able to park if we merge and they don't fix it.
So I think that's but that's like an easy fix, right? Like if they already moved from 30 to 50, so just remove that because it's a stupid thing anyway.
Well,
like why even have that rule in the first place? Who cares what the highest level player in a server is?
I mean, as long as you put it at like a 120 minimum to park. The issue is, when the server opens and people create, alts and whatnot.
Yeah.
And you just throw a mountain there and it blocks other people from parking. Like I have alts on other servers, so like, what would stop me from just taking a level, 40 alt and just blocking us, putting a lily pad, in cross server and blocking somebody from parking, the what is it, the lantern or something, something like that. But there should be a level minimum. There is for Showdown. I think it's level 80. But I don't think even level 100 or 120. I don't think that's unreasonable.
I think level 120 is reasonable because like that's when Shroomy tournament opens up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 120. I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
But 50. Yeah. 50 levels is like why? Why do you have to math?
I don't know.
We have players that are locked out of parking, and there's nothing that can be done about it. And this was an issue that was brought up when they changed it from 30 to 50. I said, well, this is just a temporary mandate because we're going to continue to level. And then, they introduced the lamp genie. And so, now those that have it just spread the gap even further.
Yes, we have that issue in our server because I'm 181, and then we have players. A lot of our players, a fair few of our players are below that threshold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's level 171 where the HP on every piece of gear you get is a million HP. So does that keep scaling at 100,000?
Yeah.
So is it 1.1 at 181? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have a 185
Is it
piece.
180?
It's 119.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Yeah, 118, 119 was, kind of what I've been rolling. But yeah, that 50 level gap was just a band-aid, and for what though? They were so concerned about alts parking. But what about the players that, are daily active free to play and they can't park, It was just insulting. And I said, oh, we don't want alts to park. Well, they're a daily player and you're classifying them as an alt. That was discouraging for a lot of people. And then I know just recently some more people got locked out of parking, and I think that was it.
I think a lot of people, because of it and not being able to, I guess, it's hard. Because you don't want to stop leveling up and derail yourself, but you also want to help those players out as well. So it puts everyone in a really hard position.
Yeah, and it causes a little animosity between free to play and the people that buy lamp keys and whatnot. It's like, could you stop? It's like, well, yeah, sure, but like it's not my rule,
Yeah.
I didn't.
In 488, the strongest person that I know of that's free to play is sitting right at number 10, 11 right now in our arena, and they're level 150. So that's only 18 level differential between the highest level person.
Huh.
Like, yeah. And they know what they're doing. Like this person is, they were in Legends last cycle. So this is their alt, but still.
Yeah.
That's free to play server 488, and they're level 150 with, what is it, like, over 70 million power. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
So yeah, it's definitely doable. Like, definitely doable.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Not everybody logs in and collects their resources and makes sure everything is complete, 2-3 times a day. Some people just log in once a day, and it's advertised as an AFK game, as an idle game. So, we all know it's not, but
yeah. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, idle game.
So speaking of idle game, did we talk about the Snowland Crisis? Are you a fan or not a fan of it?
I don't mind it. I wish they opened up where we could help everyone in our own server. Because it's kind of putting a gap between the people that play, and we can clear level 10, but I can't leave my family and go to like the free to play family and help carry them through 10 to get them the best. So they're kind of stuck doing level 4 and level 5, where my family can clear level 10. So it's kind of just widening that gap even more. So I'm on the fence with it, but I wish they'd open up to a whole server.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just catching up in the chat. Oh yeah, let's talk about those buggy souls.
We had him last week. Oh well, the week this just happened.
Oh
that's-
yeah,
I don't
That's
think a lot of
soul
players
glitch.
are.
Are we gonna say the individual's name or no?
well, it's in the
I
chat.
think we all know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hit them in Cross Arena, and because I didn't put two and two together, I was just like, "What?" And
Yeah, it was a trap.
I lost, as I should. But yeah, it's strange. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, I don't understand how that would be possible, and I certainly don't understand why Star Room in the screenshots I've seen continuously defends that it's legit. I don't understand.
Well, it's the souls have been revoked.
They
Yeah.
have.
I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, so they've been reset to what they should be. I don't know if they're saying that there is a glitch or whatnot, but there is a thread in the official Discord where someone in his family is trying to defend him. And how could they take away those souls and this? And I say inspect that account, because if this one knew about the glitch and is defending him, he's probably got a bunch of souls sitting there too. So yeah.
If they did it the right way, like I'm not saying do it, but if they did it the right way, no one would ever know. But when you're
No one ever
like
known.
if you're like he was or her was like a sage, but had max combo soul, like that stands out like there's no tomorrow. Like there's no way you have max combo soul when you're a sage. There's no point.
Max combo soul, max crit soul, max counter, max everything.
Everything was max. It was crazy.
Yeah. And they said it was legitimate.
So
it's legitimate. What?
When did this happen? When did this soul discrepancy? When did they do something about it?
Just the other day. Yesterday, maybe?
Yeah,
the day before?
Yesterday? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They sorted it out.
Damn it. Well, I hit him right because that was one of my first hits, and now, anybody that wants to look in Legends, they're number 100. They're at the very bottom.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he was reset, and his soul server. Oh, there's a heart in the middle. I can't read it. Oh, it told me he has quit due to being discouraged after losing his bug souls.
That doesn't surprise me.
Okay. Well, damn it. Well, okay. Well, I can put him back on my hit list at least.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. If you compare, it's been reset, and there's a here. I'll send the official Discord thread. GM and ADM Injustice. What a joke.
Yeah.
Should I just put it right in the, should I put it right in the chat?
I see Crusher. Crusher.
Did that share that? Or maybe you just have to copy paste, but
Crusher, tell me if you guys can see this. What can you explain what happened here? What happened? This happened like right before the show. What's going on? What's going on, buddy? What is that? What's going on? I love you, Crusher. It was like 5 debuffs to 1 or something. It was stupid. It wasn't fair at all. Anyway.
But yeah, the thread that I don't know if you can click on that thread, but yeah, whoever was defending him was, then saying that we were just upset that we don't have like the skills or whatever that he has to be good, or I don't know, whatever. But yeah, that was something, boy. But trying to say that the souls were legitimate, but I don't even know if he had any paid items. Like didn't have the frog mount, didn't have the type, nothing. Like no lucky spinner mounts, nothing.
No, I think they had two artifacts. I think Raj said like they did a full breakdown of it, and it all made sense. And it's like it was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, had like more souls than Woo and Concrete combined.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's what I don't understand about it is like, if you figured out how to do that, why wouldn't you just make it look more believable? Why would you put them all at max? Like,
Well, yeah, you know.
like if you figured out how to do that and you're not getting caught, don't do it in a way that gets caught. It's like a kid who, gets an F on a test in like 5th grade, and he can change that F into, a B minus. But instead, they
Yeah.
make it an A plus, and the parents go,
Yeah.
just make it a B minus.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chunk was out.
It is what it is. Good old chunky boy.
Yeah. He's finally resting. He couldn't believe the scandal, the soul scandal of 2025. Yeah.
I have a random question that just popped into my head. So it's 2 parts. What are your thoughts on kind of like beast, this tamer class in general? And then the second one is, of the 4 classes now, not counting, tamer, which one do you think gets boned the most when it comes to events, or not events, but like mounts and artifacts and back pieces?
I want to say mage. I want to say mage. It's so hard. Like since we had the torch and the fan back piece, it hasn't really been too much for a mage at all.
Okay. And then, okay. All right. I just like asking that question just because everybody knows the truth. But, so.
The free-to-play gets boned the most.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I would argue that that's not necessarily true because a free-to-play archer can get an artifact and a back piece and a mount all for free.
Well, let's look at the artifact. It includes basic attacks too, and everyone basic attacks. That's
true, but like, wouldn't archers take, like, isn't that best for archers? Am I just wrong? I could easily be wrong.
If that's the only thing you have, it's the best for everybody.
Fair. That's okay. I can't argue with that. All right, fair to fair. All right.
That's the only option. It's the best one.
I see the point. Yeah. I see the point.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, tamer class. What are your thoughts on the class overall?
I think it's good. I think came in and no one expected it to be as good and didn't kind of brace themselves for it, and then Zico knocked it out of the park, and everyone's trying to catch up to it, and it's not easy to catch up to if you didn't prepare for it.
Yeah. Do you have interest in the class yourself? Like, is it something that you think you might try?
I have a full set ready to go. I don't have his sort of kind of level, so because I didn't start doing, I've only just maxed out yellow powers now this week in Power Rush, so I don't have the powers for it. But it is definitely something I'm interested in. I like playing Necro more than I do Tamer, like Beast. I enjoy that one a lot more.
Actually, so yeah, this is going to show how little I know about Tamer class, which is nothing. So Beast Tamer, you're wanting POW crit, POW combo, okay. But for the Supreme Spirit, so like F2P Shroom, there's a few people running this right now, I think. Never mind. But they're not really, at least on F2P's build, he's just, I believe he's running, and I could be wrong with this, it's just a full stun regen set.
So it opens. Okay.
What's up?
So I cut you off.
What set should a Supreme, the Supreme Spirit be running? What gear set? I don't even know.
I think it's like kind of an open class. So when I swap over to it, I run either anything really. I think you can benefit from it. You're running 6 powers and you have the power set up in the right way, having 10% more HP, 10% more attack, 10% more defense, and then it boosts the powers effect too. So then instead of having that point, whatever to launch, it jumps up to nearly double its launch capabilities. Like I rate it. It's really good.
Okay. So if let's say okay, I don't want. I was about to say gun to your head, but I don't want to use that. Now I said
Oh,
it out
geez.
loud. Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
my
sorry.
goodness.
All right, I got to use it. I got to use a different phraseology. You are
Is that
forced.
an American term?
You're forced, you're forced to use the Supreme Spirit build tomorrow.
Yeah.
What gear set are you throwing on?
I guess it depends on this. So the sets I have at the moment.
Let's
So I
say
have
it's like arena. for
Arena.
cross-
Well, the meta that we're in now, I'd probably run it as counter region. But if we were back to where everyone was kind of an even playing field when there was plenty of mages and plenty of archers and didn't really kind of matter, I'd probably run stun region
Okay.
or skill crit region
Well, sorry, I missed that.
or skill crit and region.
Skill crit region. Skill crit region on a Supreme Spirit,
Yeah.
eh? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can pre-blitz with them too. They're just like a mage, really. Just an extra power.
All right, I'm gonna have to look more into this now. You've piqued my interest with the last comment. See,
I'll,
you picked up.
I'll
You
send my
picked up.
DMs later.
Okay. Yeah, I think Meow picked up real quick on how to get Colin's attention. Just talk about mage shit. Yeah. All right. Skill crit region. Skill crit region of Supreme Spirit. I'm gonna look into that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Chunk is snoring. Chunk looks peaceful.
He's snoring. I don't know if I can. Maybe if I put my headset next to him, you could hear him. Let me see. Let me know if you can hear him. Hold on. I gotta be real stealthy about it.
I saw an eye move, but it might be a dream. It sounds like water going down a drain almost. Huh? What the? What are you doing, man? Why are you listening to me snoring, you assholes?
I muted the music too. That was perfect. When he looked up and looked at the camera, he was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
Loki in chat is saying that you're a dev. Can you provide any proof to exonerate yourself from this accusation?
So that's the dev talking to himself.
Oh, so Loki's the dev. Oh,
Yeah. He tries to hide it, but then he posts photos in the royalty chat to prove otherwise.
I see.
So
Yeah.
we did miss a question by Frank. As a free to play, what gear set would you use for Supreme Spirit?
As free to play.
That's a hard one because it really depends on what the game gives you. Like that was probably one of the main reasons you swap sets. Like as much as you want to play a certain class, it all really depends on what the game gives you. I know that doesn't answer your question, but I would.
Well, no,
I'd probably.
it does. It absolutely does, right? If the game gives you this, you use that.
Yeah, like, it's hard. Like if I had to choose a set and I had every set possible and I was playing Necro, I would go. It's definitely more of a region set than an attack set. If that helps. But then it also depends your level too, and how much you have. Like playing region with a low level and low HP, it isn't going to end well for you.
Yeah. You at least have to have the Eternal gear.
Yeah, but then if you work out with the powers and everything set in the exact way, then you can. I'd run it. I run it as a mage. I'd run skill crit stun.
Spoken like a true mage.
Yeah.
I'm a
Well, you
fan.
get cloud's easy to get, and it's a free to play item. And I'd just run it as a pre-blitz mage, but with extra HP and an extra attack.
I can dig it.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. Yeah, Crusher's asking, it was kind of covered, like who you worked with when you were on the come up, like when you're moving up and stuff, but was there ever any player that you looked up to?
I had a lot of help from a player called Stress Relief, funny enough, and her name was Hiccup in Discord, but the game kind of banned her in the end. Like she was so far ahead of everyone. Like before our first merge, she had triple S plus prayers and everything. She was crazy good. She's the one that helped follow originally.
Holy crap.
But she ended up, yeah, she was crazy.
SS plus before first merge?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, she didn't worry about anything. She just did it, and she was a big help to everyone in the beginning. But then when she kind of left, Scotty was a good help in just allowing me to be me and kind of push myself to like the next kind of level. I hadn't done Dark Trials, but overall, like everyone's kind of chipped in over the past year, I guess. Like I could probably name like half the people in Discord that's messaged me, even if they've messaged me for help, they've ended up helping me back. And just bouncing ideas off each other, and yeah, I know there's too many people to name. I'm not gonna lie.
I believe it.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the community is everybody's like, everybody's just 95%. They're just helpful. You know what I mean? A lot of people are scared to message anybody. A lot of people who are like in Legends. I don't know why, but you know, it's not scary. But everybody's really helpful. You know, to the best that they can be.
Yeah, and if I don't know a question, well then I'll know someone that will know it, or they'll know somebody, and I'll just pass them on to them, or I'll ask them and relay the message. So the door's always open to ask a question.
Yeah, the only one that's like obviously obnoxious is just Crusher. So, you know, I mean, I'm just kidding, Crusher. I'm just kidding. He's just too strong. No, but yeah, everybody's usually really helpful, and it's, you know, it's quite a surprise, you know, with they open cross-server chat on the weekends. And when you battle somebody, you know, they could be so frustrating, like a family, and you just want to hate them so bad. And then when you finally get the opportunity to talk to them, which is why I think cross-server chat should be all week long instead of just Saturday and Sunday. It's like, oh, wow, like, you know, you realize, oh, you're an actual person. You know, I wanted to dislike you so bad, but I can't. Shout out to the girls.
Just like, shout out to Calm. You just want to hate him, but, you know, you just can't.
Yeah, like ships. I wanted to hate him so bad, and I was like, man, like, oh, dude, you're cool. All right. Like,
yeah.
yeah, all right. But you know, it's easy to just hate how frustrating some players can be. That's not their fault.
No.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm laughing. While y'all were discussing that, I saw Max had a very quizzical look on his face because Moldy Hobo said, "I fought Max and lost," and he says, "Me?"
Oh.
He says, "Are you Princess Max?" He says, "Yes." LOL. And he says, "Oh, my regen is meh. Sure, it wasn't a fluke." Which just it all just shows it all just shows Max's. That's the real Max there. Really? Nah, it must have been a mistake. Something.
Did you have a soul glitch or what?
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, man. Loki. Yes, I hate shop calling for ships. Yeah, it was just a terrible experience. You know, we touched on that before, but like once you get to know the people behind the character, it's everybody's just a human.
I would agree, and I would also agree with the 95% number you threw out. 95%. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's not everybody. There's a small handful that are just like, no, not just them. You know.
Yeah, and that's all right.
Yep.
I forgot to grab my freaking mounts.
Oh, I'm terrible with that.
Give me my mounts.
Don't
I
worry.
forget to repark them.
Don't
No
worry,
one
bloody
parking.
hobo.
No one parking my shit while I gather these. There we go.
I'm not gonna talk shit like Crusher does. I'm a lot more humble than that. So you'll get me next time, guarantee. Okay, I'll boost you up at the end.
Oh man, lost to concrete. He hit me. Gave me a good whack.
So we are going
Thanks, great.
we are going on about 2 hours. We can shoot the shit a little bit with the chat. They can ask whatever questions they want, or we can just give our shout outs to everybody. Wrap it up a little bit. You know, everybody ask one more question. I'm not.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the grills to 1024. Sorry, I didn't mean to go. I'm gonna take my headphones and put them over by the chunk. 1024 and the grills, as always. You know, thanks for sticking around.
Blake, got any?
I'm done.
shout-outs?
Thank you.
So, yeah, I guess shout out to all the free to play players that stick around and have it hard. We appreciate you all and keep doing it.
Nyla?
Well, let's see. Shout out to everyone in 488. Gatekeeper, Buttercup, you guys always rule. Grumpy, Giraffic. There's many others. Garp specifically. He and I were talking some cool talent tree stuff and different mage builds. He switched over to Prophet Mage and he's doing well in Elite. Shout out to you, Garp. And yeah, thank you very much for being here. Meow, it's super cool getting to know you.
It's having
Yeah.
me.
I'll do my shout out. Everybody, thank you for coming, joining us on the podcast as always being supportive, no matter what. And to answer your question, Crusher, I'm gonna pull a Matsu. I'm just gonna go chill in Elite for a bit.
Nice. Like and subscribe.
All right, thank you, everybody. Of course.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Blake,
See you guys. Thanks.
thank you for coming on. Appreciate you. See you guys on the next
Thanks for having
one.
me. Bye.
Bye.